Good afternoon, Brandon here. What I'm going to do is show you guys how to take castor glands out of a beaver. This is just a little guy I just caught. Make my first cut. Charlotte, you want to come around here? I got my camera woman, Charlotte. So I make my first cut after you skin it up above the glands, kind of where the pelvis area starts. What I do is I take my knife and I go right down the back side. If you want to move over here, Charlotte, where you can see. When I get to there, you can start seeing this gray right here, and you can feel it. Those are the castor glands. So what I do is after I make my cuts down the side, is I start to take one side off at a time. And what I do is I take it out, you'll start seeing the difference between cavity, and there's a membrane. Okay, and just keep wheeling it back. All of a sudden you start taking off, and then what I do is as you're rolling it, you start taking the red meat off. And when I start taking the red meat off, then you take your fingers, just kind of work through and get all that small membrane off. See the small membrane? You want to make sure all this little red small membrane is off. Just like that. There's a little bit there. So work at. So once you get off there, do this other side here. And if you want to step over on this side, Charlotte. Okay, you got it? We'll do the same thing. Take my knife and I'm just gonna, I found that using a sharp blade, a brand new blade, and my knife, I use replaceables, they're easy with all the stuff that I do. But again, I just sit there and I work it through and see how I start getting that transfer with the red meat off. Take my thumb, I apply pressure, I just slowly peel. If I need to make another cut, I'll make another cut. There we go, now it's starting to peel. I peel it down. That way now we have both sacks exposed and the red meat's down. This will help you grade, and that's what the buyer is looking for. Not looking for the red meat on there, you know, nice, clean glands. Then I take and I pull tight. I just make my cut straight down, which opens up on either side. And again on the other side here, sharp knife, straight down. So there we go. And then just hang, just like that. Make sure you have well ventilated. I usually put 2 nails. I can walk through. I'm kind of cleaning my garage right now. But I got these nails here. All I do is I stick them just like that and let them dry. And now that's how the buyer will grade after they're dry.